Here we go with the double snake build on the lizard boys, the scaly lads, versus my lads, those who worship the chaos gods. SkarBrand-Chan has decided he wants to show me something, and I want to see it. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't afraid. Here we go, a bunch of skinks, temple guard, 2 coatls, lizards, skinky boys, and more lizards. Versus WoC. Olaf the Moose is his opponent today. Takato. And a skink oracle, Earthblood and Flock of Doom. Say no more. Chaos Sorcerers each. Skull Catan, Final Trans. 2 Rot Knights. Bunch of Marauder Horsemen. And we have a Chaos Lord of Slaanesh. Rapier of Ecstasy. For those enraging engagements. Halberds, Marauders, ROR Rot Knights, yeah. Throwing Axe Horsemen. I don't like the Throwing Axe Horsemen here because of their arc. They're better into very large targets, and there's nothing here besides, I think, the Skink Oracle that would be a good target for those Throwing Axes. Maybe the Temple Guard if you can get behind them. But even then, you still have to worry about the Coatl who are just going to chase them off. Yeah. Marauder Horsemen with Throwing Axes here is just awkward. I think you'd want to change out those. I think if you change out all those Throwing Axes in for just Javelins, you could have enough for another spell for your Metal Caster. Although, if you're committed to Final Trans, go for it. Probably just 1 overcast of Final Trans on a big blob, and then just throw in Searing Dooms. Or even Plague of Rust. Either or works. If you think you're going to fight a big monster, or a bunch of heavily armored Saurus Warriors. Or Temple Guard, which I think earns the case here. Other than that, I like SkarBrand's build. It's something experimental, but also experimental here for the Rot Knights. I think he thought I think Olaf thought SkarBrand-Chan here was gonna bring in the what you would expect, just Skinks and Kroxigor. But there's really no good targets for the Rot Knights. And not only that, the Rot Knights are kind of bunched in. And I see what he's trying to do, trying to get a Final Trans off here. Oh, what's this? Oh, the lightning balls from the from the Coatls. Not doing too fantastic, but they are now, thanks to the Rot Knights running into it. I think they were better off just staying in that engagement. Honestly, I don't know why they didn't stay in that engagement. Both had healing. I don't even know if I like the Chaos Lord of Slaanesh, really. I think I would have preferred just a Nurgle Lord just for the heals. Heal on heal. You know you're going to get 2 healing factions going at it, so why not? A nice Fleshy Abundance overcasting on Rot Knights would have been fine, assuming the Rot Knights don't die right away. It still feels like they take way too much damage on impact. But, luckily, they seem to be doing fine now on their impact. I was going up against a Demons player while I was running Nurgle, and they seem to be doing alright in terms of damage. They didn't kill, which was pretty insane, but they did enough damage and they didn't die right away, so I'm happy about that. Where's the Final Trans at, man? Where is it? There's a big blob here. Oh, there it is. There we go. Here we go. Not getting another Coatl, which I think is a bit of a mistake, and the Coatls... Oh, no, he got both of them. Nice. I would just waited to trap. I think it's a bit too early there. Both Coatls are now running away. A lot of the units are just Skinks. Maybe 1 Temple Guard. I think the Temple Guard, though, makes it worth it. But here comes the Earthblood, just to fill up on that. Man, healing just counteracts so much in this game. Lizardmen, I think, are a bit in a strong position now, with a lot of changes. I know Lizardmen themselves, I don't know what Lizardmen actually got to change, except for the Coatl's impact collision. I think that's about it. Will that make a bigger difference? We'll find out. It doesn't seem to be doing that much of a difference here. They are annoying, but I think it's just the build alone for WoC so far. I think the Rot Knights are fine. Could actually do some huge damage had you split them up instead of trying to bank on huge engagements and force some model losses versus just trying to fight in big blobs and try to Final Transit. Because Earthblood overall is going to counteract the Final Trans in the long run. I think by the time Final Trans gets overcasted again, you get like, what, 2 or 3 casts from Earthblood? And could you imagine if there was a Rev Crystal here too? That would have been pretty obnoxious. And the throwing axes just aren't doing enough damage with their throwing arcs. And the Celestial Lord being caught. Look at this dancing. Because none of the units can catch in. While they're doing that, the Rot Knights are going to try to come in and deal with what they can. Celestial Lord, though, not a fan. Probably could have went with a caster. Matter of fact, yeah, probably just done that. Instead of bringing Zeech caster, maybe just go for a fire caster, try to get rid of as many skinks as possible. And Final Trance here just doesn't seem to be cutting it. Or just go with a Nurgle caster instead. And who would be a good lord instead to fight? I don't know. We're gonna fast forward here because it just seems like it's pretty much over. I see a lot of Lizardmen units here. There's not much for the WoC player besides a handful of Marauders, and yeah. And SkarBrand-Chan's just gonna box in. He might lose his Lord. Yeah, he's gonna lose his Lord, but I think Slush player, the WoC player, is just gonna have to take a bad engagement, and there are still Temple Guard here to deal with, so these Marauder Horsemen are eventually going to have to come deal with those, and yeah, Final Trans is great, but in the end of the day, Celestial Lord could not cut it, which makes sense, and the Sorcerer even had to get involved with this fight, so GG's there, SkarBrand-Chan, GG's. So yeah, let's go to the value now and see what happens. Did the Quaddles impress me? Not so much. Maybe with a different build and different tactics from the WoC player, this could have been fine. Same build, though. Alright, folks, we are coming to the end here. So if you liked the video, please like, sub, follow me here on YouTube. We're on the road to 2,000 right now. Come join the Discord to come see me play or show some love on the stream when we can. Have those. Alright, folks, with all that said, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace, and goodbye for now.